don't need assistance. I'm going to give you a tour of our new facility here in Clayton, Georgia. We're calling it Grit Studios, and we have rented this location. We're just now getting in, like today's our first official day, kind of moving some stuff in, taking some old shelving down, getting internet in the background if you hear background noise. But I'm going to give you a little preview here. We got bathrooms over here, nothing too exciting. And then as any office does, the very first thing you do is buy snacks, drinks, and make sure you have candles lit so it feels like home. So we made sure to do that today. And we've already had our first Chick-fil-A lunch in here. So, I mean, we are in Georgia, so Jesus chicken is a must. This is the part that I'm most excited about because we actually walked in and I noticed that this has a stage already. This was a music place at one time for live music, and we are actually right beside a music store the guys still own, and that's who we're renting this from. So we're excited because we're gonna be able to just really turn this into a full studio. Our plan is, and this could change, but to have sort of a conference room area here, and then we're gonna have a full podcast studio over here where we're gonna have a set that I'm gonna use for my podcast, and then we'll be able to do that with clients as well. And then on this other side, which I'll show you, on this side, we're thinking about doing what we call a cyclorama wall, so we'll be able to do photos, videos with a clean white backdrop. We do a lot of business in the construction industry, as a lot of the windows and doors and all these things have a million product lines. We can actually photograph those here, so we're excited. This is our new Grit Studios stage. There I am. Got my Wranglers and my pink boots on, pink hat action. So this is gonna get closed up right here. We're gonna actually close this into a wall so we don't need that door. It doesn't really serve any purpose and I want a solid wall there. As you can see, it needs paint, but it's pretty wide open. Acoustics are great. I'm on the edge of glory and I'm hanging Here we are going to build this out a little bit. This guy has got to go. We're going to demo this little sound booth thing. We are going to fill in this wall. So I'm thinking just frame this up. We obviously need a new front door. 6-panel half-light steel is not going to do it. We're not going to get it done with that, but I'm thinking amazing front door here. Here is the outside. And then here is one of my favorite parts of the whole building. This is my office, to be my office.
This looks like the door from Jurassic Park in the kitchen with the raptor.
This is going to be my private studio / pink room where guests can come and get ready, where I can work, and I'm gonna frame this door up. So we're gonna have this be a solid wall. And then this wall will be some sort of, hopefully something that's really aesthetically pleasing, and we will have a place for me to film some videos up against that wall. Today, we're gonna break some shit, and I really like to break things. Heidi, you better watch out, okay? No, I don't need assistance. This is what 3 years of entrepreneurship is like. Boots are pretty good. I am in the space that is going to be our studio for Grit Studios. And I just wanted to make a little video to basically remember this moment. It's December 2025. We are 3 years into the business. We started this in November 1st of 2022 officially, and I got fired from my job on November 1st. We had already started an LLC in Florida about 2 months before that. But we have a team of 7 people. I have 2 or 3 other people also that are working for us part-time that I'm also really excited about, including someone here in Clayton. And we have a lot of cool stuff happening. I feel like we have momentum. It's still hard as hell every single day. You know, we are making money, but we're spending a lot of money because we have people and we have things that we're buying, like for this building and things like that. But we're going to make this into a studio, and we're going to have a podcast set. We're going to have a conference room area where people can come meet. We're going to have a photography and video area where we can do product and people photography and video. We are going to have a pink room in the back instead of a green room, and that's kind of going to be like my personal studio, hoping to get more TV, more product placement type stuff as well, and do a lot more YouTube content for myself and Grit Blueprint. We have so far been working, you know, on websites and all these cool things. We've been doing a lot of speaking and media, but we really feel like the media and visibility and what's happening with AI is what we're going to be doing more of in the future. I love the creative stuff, and I would also love to have some show houses or some projects here that we can use products and placement in our own projects, and so that's something we want to work on as well. And I just think a lot about how hard business is and how this will not be easy, but I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm just pumped about it. And Ben's excited about it. He's going to get to do more media stuff. He'll get to buy more camera equipment and deal with lights and things like that, which is really what he loves, and helping with technology and doing things like strategy. And he really enjoys doing that, and it's his love language and his power zone. So I'm excited about that. And we're going to do it right here in Rabun County. I mean, you know, it's in the sticks. It's where I grew up. I didn't grow up in Rabun, but I grew up right around here. My dad's lumberyard was like 20 minutes down the road. And we sold a lot of lumber and building materials into this area. And I just think it's pretty cool. I have customers all around here already. And I love this part of the country. And so where else to build your proverbial empire than where you love living and where you want to be? And so the North Georgia mountains is that for me, for sure, and it is for Ben as well. We've lived in Texas, we've lived in Orlando, and this is where I want to live. So we're going to build this empire right here, and we're going to do something that hasn't been done. I'm crazy enough to think that I can build a category of one business, and what I mean by that is that no one's done exactly what I'm trying to do. No one has a media and visibility business helping people grow reputation and revenue in the building industry. You know, it's a humble industry. People don't like to be seen. They don't like to talk about themselves. It's boring sometimes. I mean, I don't think it's boring because I think it's cool, but it's one of those things where I think we can do something no one's ever done, and I'm gonna do it. And I think I was born and uniquely built for this exact thing. This is my purpose. My granddad had a lumberyard, my dad had a lumberyard, and I could have had a lumberyard. I could still buy a lumberyard or build a lumberyard, and who knows, maybe one day I will. But at the end of the day, I believe that my purpose is to be here and to do something that's not been done, and to go out and swim in the blue ocean and build something epic. And I'm excited about doing that. And I also think that it's going to be cool to do it with a bunch of really cool people, especially a lot of women. We have a ton of women on our team, women that are passionate and smart and know the building industry. And so I am just so freaking pumped up about that. And to know that today in December in 2025 that I'm here and this is the start of something, but in a year or 2 years or 3 years, I can't even imagine where we're going to be. In fact, I can't imagine, because it's going to be somewhere cool, but I don't know the exact details. But who knows, it may be just in this very building doing amazing epic stuff and in this area. So I'm doing this as a little bit of a commemorative where I can watch it back, but I want to remember how I felt this day, and I want to remember the excitement. So I'll see you soon. Okay, shutting it down for the day.